Welcome back. It's our last phone in of the week, I'm afraid, where Yasmin, Kieran, Ashley and hopefully you at home are going to tell us if new dads glow, and if so. Do we really have to do this phone? Apparently so. 037173555 is the number. If you've got something to say, please try and make it interesting for those of us who couldn't give a monkey's. Don't forget, we're going to be talking telly with Kevin O'Sullivan in a bit, so stand by for his take on Inspector Moore's prequel Endeavour, the fantasy drama Once Upon a Time, and the glossy reboot of classic quiz show Catchphrase. So, do new dads glow? An American study out this week reckons they do, and what's more, the feeling that comes from seeing your child born lasts for a whole year. Why? Well, according to sociologist Dr. Alicia Cast, part of it comes from the sense of pride they feel seeing a mini-me enter this world. What a miracle. Thousands of little miracles. Whether it's the baby's presence or daddy's glowing cheeks, it's also claimed other women find themselves inexplicably drawn to new dads, and not necessarily in a platonic way. Evolutionary psychologists will tell you that women are attracted to new dads because new dads have proven they're capable of producing kids, and therefore have something to offer these ladies. But isn't it a bit weird to be drawn to fancy a man who's just had a baby? 1 in 10 fathers-to-be cheats on their pregnant partner. I found out just before we came on air that roughly the same number cheats within the first 2 years of baby's birth. So, right? Yeah, so maybe this glow that you're going to tell me exists or not, maybe this glow is a bad thing. For women, the figure is slightly lower, by the way, that some do cheat. Do new dads glow? Apparently women do. Do new dads, Kieran?
I think certainly. I think we're, you know, oh, 100%. I mean, my firstborn. I mean, it was just fantastic. All of them. I won't single out, but to have your little baby.
You just have. You prefer the first child.
No, seriously. There's something very special about having a newborn, and I've had 3, and they're just, you do glow inside for a long, long time. And
do you think it's visible?
100%, very visible.
I mean, from reading the emails, about sparkling eyes.
Yes, and what I will say.
An aura? Is that overstating
100%. Honestly, it just your complete family. It's one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Do women find it attractive?
No, what I will say is though, when my father-in-law, my father cuddle my kids, I do get that sense of not attraction. I get that sense of I suppose. I'm proud of them in a way, and you watch them and you find it, because men aren't normally affectionate, are they? And I think it goes back to evolution, actually, because I think, this is my theory anyway, tell me what you think, but from an evolutionary point of view, is that when you see a man cuddling a child, you don't see them as a threat anymore, and I think that's part of it.
Point.
I'm just imagining that's why. So when you see somebody who's potentially a threat, evolutionary-wise, and a man is cuddling a baby, you see this very soft side. So that's what I'm guessing, but for me, my kids, I love them, but don't buy any apps.
Ashley, have you ever found yourself curiously drawn to a man by his glow?
Well, yeah. My boyfriend's sister's just had a newborn, actually. She just had a baby. And when you see, it's just, yeah, it softens them. It's something you won't see again. It's just them in that moment.
And what is it that you're seeing or perceiving? Can you describe it?
No, I can't really describe it. I kind of agree with you. It's very, like, it's a primal thing, you know what I mean? It goes back way, way, way before you just see him and you're like, oh yeah, well, you know, if you see a new dad or something, it's like, well, you clearly did it. You're fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're capable, sort of thing. I think, yeah, it's a very primal thing that you can actually do that job.
And is that...
I think it's just
appeals to women?
It's the show-offiness, you know, oh, my sperm really worked, you know, it's a bit of that, isn't it? It's a bit of that. I'm a real man. And there is something, do you remember years and years ago they had these posters of men, very beautiful men.
Type things, yeah.
I know a lot of women were really turned on by those posters.
All the men in them were gay, that's a fact. Unless their lawyers are watching, in which case it was just a bit of personal opinion.
But it was like, yeah, there was something very enticing about a man who could hold a baby in that way. So
Have you seen it?
Relatively new thing, remember. This is a relatively new thing where men are that much closer to their...
But have you seen it yourself, the glow in a man, the sparkling?
Yes, but I think too often it's just saying, oh, my stuff works. But, you know, forgive them, because they do look very attractive as a result.
It's quite unnatural, though. You see a woman with a child, and you see that bond, it just seems so natural.
This is the child that's just been drugged out, dribbling on her mother's
not
My mother's designer clothes.
Not quite, but then you see a guy where it's unnatural. I mean, my father said he would never push us in pushchairs because it wasn't a done thing for
Different times,
It's very
isn't
new.
it? Different times.
And I think you're right, it softens the man.
I'm feeling all warm and fluffy
Are you?
myself with all of this.
Get home, make children.
Come on. So, what do you think at home? Is this a load of nonsense, this man glow, this new father glow? We have to say goodbye to the panel, I'm afraid. Kevin's TV review is still to come, of course. And first of all, I just want to say, Ashley, what a joy it is to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
I think you did a sterling job this morning. It can't be easy coming in and talking about a political leader in a country that you're not that familiar with. But well done. And don't forget, of course, don't miss Kate Ramsay's Continuing Adventures in Neighbours every weekday, 1:45, 5:30 in the afternoon, right here on Channel 5. Kieran Yasmin, it's been an absolutely delightful week, an extraordinary week, I think, for us here on the panel, but also for the whole country. And
Come watch me skating.
around
the country.
Read you in the
Celebrities on ice.
Independent. But thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, keep up the wonderful time. I'm sorry about spanking you. It really wasn't supposed to be like that. After the ads, it's Kevin on the return of Britain's Got Talent, Moore's prequel endeavour and catchphrase, will he rate him or slate him? That's what we're going to find out next.